Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another YouTube lesson. It's early January, and so I want to wish you all a happy new year. What does the new year mean for you? What do you have planned for 2025? What are your resolutions? A lot of us have a list of resolutions for the new year. After Christmas, with all the parties, celebrations, food and drink, we might want to think about our future and making positive changes to our lifestyles. So what is a resolution? A resolution is a plan of action, a decision you make to do something. As we're talking about future plans, quite often in English we say we are going to do something. For example, he wants to run a marathon this year, so he is going to start a training program with a running coach next week. So going to tells us that someone has made a decision about something in the near future and they're going to start doing something about it soon or right now, straight away. As for me, personally, I am going to read more novels this year because reading is something I love to do and my bookshelves are full of exciting books I haven't read yet. My problem is that every time I see a book I like in a shop, I want to buy it. So maybe another resolution I can make is I am going to stop buying so many books and I am going to read the books I already have on my bookshelves. So there are lots of resolutions that people make every year. Some of them work, some of them don't. Here are some of the most popular ones. Number 1, taking up a new hobby or skill. If you take up something new, it means that you start that activity for the first time. Is there an activity that you really want to take up this year? It could be taking part in a competition, running a marathon, learning a new language, or writing a diary. Whatever it is, you need to make sure you stick with it. So to stick with something means to keep working at it and not give up. It's easy to take up a new activity which looks interesting, but remember to stick with it when it becomes more challenging. You can also call this stepping outside your comfort zone. If you are trying a new hobby or skill that seems a bit scary or unpredictable, you don't know what's going to happen, it's something that you're not familiar with. Okay, so that could be one of your New Year resolutions, to try something new. Okay, on to the second one, exercising and keeping fit. Over the Christmas holidays, especially in the UK, it is very easy to overindulge, which means to eat a bit too much food and to eat lots of delicious cakes, cheese, pies, chocolate, anything you can think of, and have a lot of alcoholic drinks. There's nothing wrong with this occasionally. We just need to make sure it doesn't happen all the time. Some people decide in January that they want to lose weight, go on a diet, take up a new sport or exercise routine, or start going to the gym regularly. Some people are very strict about their diets and cut out junk food, which is food like chocolate, cake, crisps, pizza, burgers. Okay, food that you shouldn't eat a lot of. So to cut out junk food means that you stop eating this food completely. but other people decide to cut down instead. So to cut down on junk food means you can still eat this food, but you eat much less. Okay, so instead of 2 slices of cake, just have 1 slice. On to the third one, saving money. Maybe there is something you really want to buy this year, but it's quite expensive and you can't afford it right now. You'll have to wait and find a way to save money in your bank account so you can spend that money in the future. He really wants to travel to the Caribbean for 3 weeks, but he is going to have to save money for that trip. And you can hear there again, we've got going to. Okay, so holidays, cars, houses, building projects are all examples of big expenses you might have to save money for. Or it could be something small, like dinner in a restaurant or a new jacket for your wardrobe. Now in the UK, after Christmas, we have something called the January sales, which are when shops in the high street and online put their prices down and everything becomes much cheaper to buy. However, lots of people spend a lot of money on Christmas presents in December. So when January arrives, those same people want to save money instead. So tell me, is there something that you want to save money for in 2025? On to number 4, spending more time with our loved ones. Many people complain that modern life is just too busy and they don't get a lot of time to switch off, which means to relax and enjoy your free time. You might hear somebody say that they want to spend more quality time with their family, friends, or partner. This could mean enjoying time together at home, going on a day out somewhere, traveling, or simply including family or friends in a hobby or activity that you usually do on your own. So one example could be getting the family together every Tuesday evening for a game of Monopoly has been a great way for us to spend quality time. Okay, so it's very important. Number 5, sleeping better. How many times do you promise to have an early night and you get ready for bed and then you start to scroll on your phone? So you scroll on your smartphone, and that's when you use your phone to check social media, messages, YouTube, and you don't really think about what you're doing. It doesn't have a purpose. It's very easy to scroll for a long time and not get anything productive done, like sleeping. Lots of people say they want to reduce screen time, which means to spend less time on their smartphones, tablets, or laptops. Maybe at night you could turn off your notifications when it's bedtime. That means to stop those little ding sounds that you get when you receive messages, or you could try to charge your phone in another room at night. Lots of studies show that getting a good night's sleep can help you stay healthy and improve your memory. You can help yourself to sleep better by meditating. That's when you focus on your breathing, you try to calm your mind and any anxious thoughts. You could have a hot bath before bed or read a chapter of a good book before bed. What works best for you? Is your New Year's resolution to sleep better this year? Number 6, managing stress. This is a really important resolution for a lot of people. In our busy lives, it is very easy to feel stressed out and overwhelmed when we have lots to do and think about. Studies show us that being in nature, taking a walk in the forest, in a field, going to the beach, hiking in the mountains, anything like that, can help us unwind and feel more peaceful. Meditating and yoga help a lot of people manage their mental health and cope with stress. Listening to your favorite music is also a great way to get rid of stress. Do you have pets? Well, again, there is a connection between owning a cat or a dog and feeling less stressed in everyday life. So, do you have cats or dogs? If you do, you know what to do. Go and find them and spend more time with them. Number 7, quitting a bad habit. To quit a bad habit is to stop doing something that you know is unhealthy. Many people make New Year resolutions to quit bad habits. I'm going to try and stop doing this really unhealthy thing. John made a resolution to quit smoking, while his wife Sarah made a resolution to quit drinking too much alcohol. Okay, on to number 8, volunteering. To volunteer means to offer to help somebody in some way, usually for free. Lots of people have New Year resolutions to volunteer and help others. This could be working for their local community, offering to take care of the very old or the very young, or helping a charity. So there are plenty of ways you could volunteer to make a difference in people's lives. And it's a good idea to try and stick with this New Year's resolution. Number 9, this one is really important. Making a gratitude list. Now, this is something that I have tried before. Making a gratitude list means making a list of things that you feel happy and thankful for. They don't have to be big things. They could be small things like my first cup of coffee in the morning, the flowers in my garden in spring. Then, at the end of the year, you count how many things on your list you were grateful for. Try it. You'll be surprised. And number 10, very important for all of you out there, learning a new language. This is a really important New Year's resolution for so many people around the world, including yourselves watching this video. What does learning a new language do? Well, it opens up communication with others, makes it easier to travel and explore new countries and cultures, and it's just generally a fun activity to do. So, there you have a list of New Year resolutions. Are you making any of these New Year resolutions? Do you have different ones that are not on this list? Or is your New Year resolution to not make any New Year resolutions and just see what happens? Whatever you decide, I hope 2025 is a successful year for you and your language learning journey. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care and goodbye.